On today's episode of VSP,
all those guys on Oklahoma City, he is going to be the last one on their list.
that's crazy to say. He's MVP.
Yeah.
He said he would die for Jackson Dart. That's the first thing he said. He's like, I will die for you, bro.
But then she probably was asking you, like, so when are the points of playoffs? Like,
We're not going. We're not going.
We didn't take it.
He's like, we didn't make it.
And then she's like, oh, we saved a few $100. I'm like, yeah, my sanity's gone.
like we got our coach finagling around with a reporter.
So sit back, strap in, and take a ride with us through the valley.
And when all is ready, Nick, flip that switch.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Valley Sports Pod. I'm your host, George, but you already know that. To my right is Tim.
But you already know that.
And behind the cam, as always, Nick. How you doing today, Nick? And I'm actually excited today because we got a lot to get to.
Oh, yeah.
NFL Draft, NBA Playoffs, NHL Playoffs. But before we get to all that, and before we bring in our special guest today, yes, we have a special guest. We had a live stream this past weekend watching WrestleMania, and I just want to give my final thoughts really quick that night 2 was great, but it only angered me because it just goes to show you that what we've been saying for weeks, they have the capabilities to put on a good show, just refuse not to.
Yeah, and it is the end of WrestleMania, and it is the start of TKO Mania.
Yep, you can say that again. Well said. A beautiful way to send off. And to WWE, it's not goodbye, it's see you soon, because we will be back next year watching for Mania season, and it better be good this time.
We'll tune in around, like,
Royal Rumble.
December, January.
Yes.
Catch the Rumble.
But let's get down to business. We had a special guest, one of my best friends, our best friends for all time. I've known this kid since preschool. He is our final member of our Valley group chat, as in the Valley Sports Pod. Ladies and gentlemen, the top 5 greatest school teacher in all of Long Island, our friend Bryan. Welcome, Bryan. Woo! Come on down, Bryan.
Yeah.
Get through the wires.
Yeah, don't trip.
Step on through.
How are we doing today?
I'm doing well. I want to thank VSP for having me. Like George said, these are some lifelong friends of mine, George, Tim, and Nick. I appreciate you guys having me on. I'm excited to talk sports.
Now give me original Rocky movies, 5 to 1.
Oh, boy. Right on the spot.
Right on the spot.
Rocky's my favorite movie of all time, favorite franchise of all time. Rocky 2 is my favorite one. He finally wins a championship, overcomes Apollo. So I'll go Rocky 2, Rocky 1, Rocky 4, 3, and 5. Don't count Rocky Balboa. That 06 stuff is not about that.
Not about that life.
No. But I love the Rockies and I love
I'm a
sports.
three guy.
Yeah, I know you're
love
3 guys. They Clubber? Clubber's
Yeah.
a good opponent.
Oh yeah, he's a great opponent.
I like Rocky 4.
You can get more patriotic. Enter the Cold War.
Exactly.
I hate 5.
Well, doesn't everybody kind
It's
of hate
hard to
5?
enjoy it. It's very depressing. I think they wanted like Rocky at his lowest, but it got very, very bleak.
It has a good premise. It just doesn't hit the mark. Like Rocky can't fight anymore, and he trained someone. Just it didn't work the dynamic. They did too much with his son that no one cared
Yeah.
about. Like
Remember that game we played where I played as Mick and you played as Drogo? Or Drago, I mean, yeah. And it's just feeding the shit.
The Rocky
What was
fighting
the
games
name
are
of that
awesome.
game?
just Rocky.
It was
It was
Rocky.
just Rocky.
It was just Rocky.
It was
PS2
just
had some
Rocky.
great Rocky games.
It
we
was
used to
just
play.
sliders and pies.
Just sliders and pie. So the reason we brought you on today, as you can see, obviously he's a big Giants fan. The NFL Draft started a few nights ago, and there's been ups, there's been downs. There's been a lot of stupid decisions.
There's
been
no
a lot
Caleb Downs.
There is no Caleb Downs on the Giants, but there is a Caleb Downs in the league. But my biggest gripe is I want to get down to the Cardinals taking Jeremiah Love 3rd overall. Might go down as one of the worst picks I've seen in a long time.
It's just weird to even try to wrap your head around it. Like, just I know he's supposed to be this can't miss next generation guy and everything, but like running backs really are a dime a dozen. They are very replaceable. There are maybe 5 or 6 in the league that deserve to be paid the amount that they get paid. And I think it was just stupid because you have these defensive end machines staring you in the face.
Yeah.
And stupid. Like the franchise does not deserve to win anything now. Nothing will happen. Yeah.
It just goes
affects
to
the
show you
business.
that some franchises are just destined to be terrible forever.
Yeah,
because-
tell me about it.
It just it just doesn't make sense to me. It's so stupid. You have 60 plus years of history that taking a running back, let alone top 5, top 10 in the draft does not work out. I gave the stat in my last video. 2 running backs taken in the top 10 have won a Super Bowl with the team that drafted them since 1990. That's 30 plus years.
Who was that?
Jamal Lewis and Reggie Bush.
Oh, Reggie Bush, yes.
Like, it doesn't equate to wins. They're already a terrible team. They need a quarterback. They need everything. Their defense sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
And
need.
We make jokes about poverty franchises. I mean, you think about the Cardinals, Super Bowl in 08 loss. Besides that, what have they really accomplished? in their
Nothing.
franchise
Not
history?
much.
And it's because of picks
They
like
had that
this.
hilarious win against the Vikings. Touchdown.
No! The season can't end like this.
That's what they're most known for, and that's sad. But
Well, I mean, Paul Allen, like,
And ruining Larry Fitzgerald's career.
yeah,
yes, they did, but he was too much of a stand-up guy to say so.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But the Jets, I don't know what the Jets were thinking. Now, I did say going into that draft, I love David Bailey, but for the Giants, I said before, I was shopping for Corvettes, and we got a Lambo.
I couldn't agree more. Arvell Reese is a game wrecker. He's a game changer. I mean, there was talk about the Jets taking him at 2, which totally I think anybody would have been great with.
I would have been.
Bailey's a phenomenal player, but I think the
He's
Giants to get him
too
at 5.
He's too safe.
Yes,
Too safe.
perfect word. You're not in a
Too-
position where you can be safe.
Exactly.
You're not
You
a
This is
fringe playoff
also
team.
this is a gap year. This is the learning curve year of learning how to play with each other and everything like that. You're not gonna be. All right, you guys go because I'm gonna start to get too mad.
No, you can go. The floor is yours.
Yeah.
We're the happy ones here today.
It's a venting session. Let it out.
Yeah. So
you have all the you're wearing the team that pissed me off, and then you got another team that's pissing you off even more, all at
Yeah.
the same time.
exactly. So like you were saying, Bryan and George, the Bailey pick, just for the position it was in, was not the smartest. Now, let's not focus too much on that. Let's go to the fact that they draft another tight end who, yes, has some skill in his plays and everything, but you want to know something else? He drops the ball a lot. And
Mark Andrews.
yeah. And he just, like, in my mind, I'm like, where are we leaving Mason Taylor with this?
Yeah.
Because Mason Taylor, to me, last year showed that
Potential.
he has great potential if
agree.
he could get someone who can consistently target him and everything. Now I'm just like 16, like they wanted them to take that wide receiver they ended up taking at 30, whose name I can't recall, at 16. But
Can't recall who your team took at 30.
dude, it's been a long few days.
Let us
And I-
stress. We got the Knicks. We got playoff hockey.
All right,
The draft.
ask me on the dome. I'll tell you everyone who the Giants.
I'm not doing that.
Timmy's
I have
chooses
also
his
told
battles.
you, for the past few weeks, I do not focus on the draft as much as I used to. I wait until it's all over.
Why? Because you know they're going to be
basically.
busts.
Most of the time, yeah.
I will-
Omar Cooper Jr.
There you
That
go.
was the receiver.
Yeah.
I got to say something.
That's why he's the man
sidebar.
behind the cam.
That's it. He's the man.
Yeah.
I got to agree with Timmy. I do think there's a lot of picks. All picks are lotteries. You don't know what you're going to get a lot of.
Exactly.
There's viral videos of people booing after Josh Allen was drafted, after J. Jeff was drafted. You don't know. You really don't know.
Have you seen the one of the 2 Giants fans when the Jets took Sauce and they're like, "Yes, you're so stupid."
Yeah, I've seen that one.
I will say, George actually tends to know with the draft. He's called a lot of bad picks that
Oh, God.
Shut
Nick,
up.
you're blowing
Thank
up
you,
that
Nick.
ego.
You're
Thank you,
digging.
Nick, for
You're-
glazing me up
Oh,
today.
yeah, no, I'm being serious though.
Yeah,
Like
no,
he-
I know.
when he started ranting, it concerned me on Thursday because as much
We're
as
going to
it,
get into that.
much as it might have annoyed people, he might be
So
right.
I'm going to compare it as we passed on Jerwin James to take like, I don't even know. Who's like a borderline Pro Bowl tackle? Like we didn't take Joe Thomas. We took like David Deal, maybe. I don't even know. Who's great, but like,
But it's not.
but
I
it's
understand.
not Jerwin James
yeah,
who's
no,
top 3 at his position.
I don't think it was a bad pick. I just think with him, Caleb Downs there,
Right.
like you
People thought we could have
you
taken him at 5.
You missed on like a good game changer.
All I want to say about that is, and he was upset when it happened when we drafted 10 Francis Mauanoa. I think I'm pronouncing that right. They call him CC
Mayoga.
Mayanoga.
Shut
Those Hawaiians are built different. I'm telling you. The Rock, I think, tweeted at him or gave him a shout out. Like, they're hype. He said he would die for Jackson Dart. That's the first thing he said. He's like, I will die for you, bro. All I want to say is the most important player on the Giants is Jackson Dart. We got to protect him.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're going to be running a lot of John Harbaugh, hard-nosed football, RPOs, play-action passes, get Dart rolling out, using his legs as a weapon. We need big dudes in front, some hogs. that can get out and block for us and protect our franchise quarterback. So I
Absolutely.
like the pick at 10. I think he's the best O-lineman in the draft. I understand Downs is a probably generational talent. There's going to be weeks, George. I hate to tell you. We're going to play the Cowboys, and Downs is going to make a big play. And I know we're going to get a text in our Giant chat, and he's going to be pissed off, and he's going to piss me off too.
In your Giant chat or every single chat that
all the
everyone's
chats
in?
that-
I copy and paste and send it in all
He does.
chats.
Yeah, we know.
And Timmy's like, I'm in the same 3 chats, George. But I wanted to say, I saw 2 great lines. Number 1, everyone wants to build trenches until it's time to build the trenches.
True.
It seems like every time someone takes a lineman, unless it's like Penei Sewell, who was a guarantee coming out of college
Yeah,
or something
I
like
mean,
that,
that's the
or
closest
Joe Alt. If you take a lineman in the top 10, all fans
There's a lot
are
of
going to freak
scrutiny.
out.
Yes,
All
they
fans
bug
are going to
out.
freak out.
Remember Eric Fisher?
Yes, but I mean, he was very mid
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
And I
And
understand.
he went second.
first.
He went 1st?
Mhm.
Shit.
George brought it up. He brought up, Andrew Thomas. We have our Eric Flowers history. Trying to sign, was that Nate Solder on the Patriots? We thought we were like
God.
making these groundbreaking decisions. We've had a lot of bad luck with offensive linemen. You got to keep going to the well for water. We need to build the trenches, D and offensive lines.
Especially
I'm
because
excited.
you guys got your guy now.
We have the blueprint of 4 Super Bowls with elite D line and elite offensive line, and
Yeah.
that's how we won. We didn't have
Yes.
superstar receivers or superstar. I mean,
Secondary. I mean, we
yeah.
had good secondary. Roll, Ross, Webster. These guys were good. They're not
yeah,
Downs. They're not these guys that are going to change the game. So
See, but we keep saying that Downs can't change, or excuse me, can't miss, game changer, everything. We still have to realize he has not played a single NFL game.
completely
yet.
agree with you.
It's
the one
That's
thing
so-
that scared me about
I agree.
Downs is how far he fell. Like teams like Washington could have taken it.
There were a lot of
a
teams
lot of
that could
teams
have taken
passed
him.
on him, and maybe those knee problems were actually a thing.
Mhm.
There's
but-
a lot that goes into drafting somebody more
Yeah.
than just their athletic ability.
When you
and
switch their
stuff.
tape
Do you
is-
guys
Yeah.
think when one team doesn't pick someone for some reason, other teams get worried?
I think
Yes.
so.
Oh,
That's
my
why
God,
I-
yes.
It's like a cycle.
Oh yeah, 100%.
100%.
The guy who Tampa drafted right before the Jets.
Ruben Bain.
Yeah. Did you hear what he said?
Who, Bain or the Tampa players?
Bain.
What'd he say?
He was like, "I'm pissed. Now I'm coming after everybody." Because he was like, "I am the
I will-
best player in this draft."
I will say he had aura because he was the only guy to not pose in front of that ridiculous camera on the way out, where they put the hat on.
Yeah,
he just
yeah.
took the hat and walked off.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
well, this
I
guy's
saw-
going to be an all
That's
pro.
what it
saw
should
that.
be. That's what it should be. If you're not doing the crazy flashiness at draft day, you're going to be an all-time.
They're ready to ball.
Yeah.
Who-
You're like, yeah, I've kind of like, I'm going to act like I've been here before.
Yeah.
Did the Patriots pick it? What happened there, Timmy?
How do you knock off your headset?
I didn't knock it off, man.
It's all right. We'll get to the Knicks soon. Relax.
Yeah,
All right, keep
I'm
going.
down.
What is that?
Eternal anger.
Did the Patriots pick a lineman in the first? That
Yes.
people, because all I've seen is jokes about it.
Yes, because there's a new phenomena going on that if your lineman is not a white racist or Samoan, he's going to be terrible. So all the
Giants-
Patriots fans
Gi-
looked up
Not the racist part.
all their Patriots fans looked up who their lineman was following and did not like what they saw, and they're like, "Well, this guy sucks."
My God.
That's terrible.
That's horrible.
That's the new thing on Twitter.
That's such a Patriots fan move, though.
Oh, that's
And they hated how he was dancing in his like
I saw that. I
intro
saw the
thing.
dad thing.
Like when they show like his highlights, he's like doing like some stupid dance, and they're like, "All right, what is this?"
Yeah, we're screwed.
Like we got our coach finagling around with a
Oh, yeah.
reporter.
Yeah, people were like,
finagling is
people,
like
an
people showed
understatement.
the dance, and we go, we got this guy and Will Campbell trying to protect Drake May.
I just want to say one more thing. A little quick trivia. I was listening to the fans. Shout out to Evan.
What's happening, everyone? This is George from VSP. There is no problem with the screen. However, unfortunately, Bryan's camera did cut out after 13 minutes. We are very, very upset about what happened, and the video was too good to get rid of. So for the rest of this episode, it's just going to be Bryan's voice coming through. I apologize for the inconvenience. I hope you like, subscribe, and follow still at Valley Sports Pod. Thanks again for listening. Take care.
My favorite show on the fan. They were saying that obviously Caleb Downs is the much sexier pick than the offensive lineman the Giants took at 10. Do you want to guess? I'll see if George or Nick or Tim. The year we drafted Odell, what very, very respected and one of the best offensive linemen we passed up on?
Zach Martin.
I mean,
I said this every day.
and in the moment, you're like, oh, Odell, this, that, and the other thing. He had some game-changing plays for us.
yeah,
Got us
maybe like
nowhere.
4 of them.
Nick, do
One
you
more.
remember who I wanted instead of Saquon and to take when they drafted Saquon? I said take Quentin Nelson and then take Nick Chubb in the second
And
round.
look at Nelson's success in Indy. I know.
I mean, Saquon's elite. He's great, but he does not equate to championships.
No, you also have to remember Saquon has missed half of his career.
After that's a stretch.
I'd say a good.
He missed 1 full year and then maybe like 5 or 6 games twice. And then other than that, he's played every game.
He's a freak athlete. He's a Super Bowl champion. I mean,
I will say,
But Super Bowl champion doesn't justify him being taken top 10 just because he went to another team.
he went
and
to a
did it.
system that knew how
Yeah.
to do it. They knew how to draft offensive linemen.
Yeah.
And weapons.
I like the Giants draft.
I mean,
overall,
too.
Oh, I love it.
I didn't
Colton Hood,
bother.
Yeah.
Malachi Fields.
They're already making dumb, corny jokes. Neighborhood. So they're
So-
going to be going
Oh,
against each other.
God.
In
Well,
practice.
you're gonna
God.
love later in this episode when we react to what our illustrious wide receiver 1 has been saying during the draft. Timmy, I don't know if you've heard it too, but
I've heard a tidbit of it. Yeah.
I want to say who I give the biggest F on my grade for this draft, and it's not the Cardinals for taking Love because at least he's good. It's for the Rams taking Ty Simpson at 13 overall.
That was very odd.
Number one,
Why?
you were 1 game away from the Super Bowl, and you're riding out the Matt Stafford ride. You might as well.
Let it
Just-
go.
Well, I think that's
Go all
still
in.
their plan.
But Ty Simpson was fighting for starting jobs with Jalen Milroe, and he wasn't even that great either. And it's been proven time and time again. There's only been 1 good Alabama quarterback in the history of the world, and it's Joe Namath.
All right.
And he wasn't
So-
even that amazing.
Did anyone see Sean McVay? How like pissy he looked about it?
I would be
Uh,
pissed too.
So I
Yeah, it-
think that, and I understand both sides of the equation being like, Stafford's our guy, we're going to keep going. But also, this is sort of reminding me a little bit of the Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love situation, where Aaron Rodgers was all like, oh my God, why would you do that? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, and I know Stafford's not acting like that, but where it's like, dude, you're like 40, okay? We need to think about the future. This doesn't mean we're pushing you out, but are you telling me you want us to sign you to a 5-year, $100 million deal at 38?
That one
Like-
was 100 times worse because they didn't draft a receiver in the first round for like 20 years up to that point.
Yeah.
And we're just in the NFC Championship with no wide receiver 2 and passed up on T. Higgins.
They also got kind of screwed out.
I
of that
think
NFC
the
championship.
problem with picking a quarterback that early is when you're in win now mode.
And the Rams are
Yeah.
100% win now.
And you could have had like a next year game changer, I think you're looking
Right.
for. Or like potential next year
Right.
game changer.
I mean,
I think
but
that's why people get upset.
you have him sit behind Stafford, who is, and I will say it, one of the top 10 best ever. Just dropping that right now.
We'll get to that. Keep going.
That's a bold take.
Yeah, no, it's almost too bold for me to even agree with.
Yeah.
Just trying to make waves. No, but I think he is a guy who you could have someone sit behind and learn how to play an NFL quarterback position. So I think that the emotions are running high because probably not everyone was on the same page and stuff, but it's going to work out.
Well, you got to see what the other teams in their division are doing. And it seems like Seattle's just going to repeat. It's going to be the easiest ride to the NFC West champions I've ever seen because the Rams are going to be still great, but Seattle just is a better team.
Yeah, George said he didn't even think that Seattle was the 3rd best team in the division last
I
year.
remember that. I'll say, what about the Niners? You're just knocking everybody. I mean, I'm not saying Seattle's not a great team, but I think it's more up in the air than you think it's already locked.
Well, they were
No,
carried by
officially.
McCaffrey a lot last year, and I don't think he's going to hold
I
up.
felt McCaffrey sucked last year.
Well, he had when you get 30 carries for 25 yards,
He definitely didn't suck.
No,
he was 150th in rushing. He was not top 5. All right, we're not having this conversation again.
We hit a nerve.
But I think that the Rams are stupid for not getting someone to help them immediately next year. They're in win now mode. They have a 1 to 3 year window. Puka Nacua is losing his mind with all the models and the alcohol and the drugs in LA.
he's losing it.
He's in rehab, right?
Yes.
Really? Didn't even know about
he's
that.
he's having problems.
And as a franchise, you're implicitly saying, listen, we're looking to the future. We're looking past Stafford. And I get it. You want to get your next guy up. But
Mm,
if you're in win now mode for this short window, you see how quick that window comes and goes. Get
yeah,
Josh
and
Allen.
it could also then hurt the egos of the players who
Yeah,
are in
they're like, what are
that.
we trying to do here? We're
Yeah.
trying to win with you guys. You wanted us here, and now you're drafting this young guy who's not a proven college athlete. Now you're bringing him here, and we're in win now mode. So
It's just baffling to me. Then I also saw that the Steelers took Drew Allard, who I think stinks, from Penn State. And then the Cardinals got our boy Carson Beck. So then they think he's going to be something. I don't know. Some teams just do such stupid things, and I just say it all the time. But I keep harping on all the bad things teams have done. One of the great things, Washington made a great pick, and I hate that so much. Sonny Styles is elite, and Washington's going to be back this year and better than ever, especially if they get a running back later in this draft that ends up doing well. Jane Daniels is definitely not going to be what he was last year, injured and terrible.
Sophomore slump.
Washington's going to be a problem. Philly, I don't know what they're doing. You got to somehow work it out with A.J. Brown. People talk all this shit about him.
No.
He's good.
No.
He's good.
He's too much of a problem, George. When
They
you're
wonder-
having a crappy year and someone says, "Hey, AJ, you're really not having the best year," and his immediate response is, "Well, neither is Saquon, his teammate." That's an issue. That's a serious no, George.
The
Don't
thing
even
is
argue
his
with
quarterback
me on this.
sucks.
It doesn't matter about the quarterback sucking. He causes issues regardless. He caused issues in Tennessee, which is why they shipped him out. He caused issues here, which is why they're going to ship him out. And it's just a repeat of the diva wide receiver. I think I'm so much better than I really am. And you could give me the ball every single snap and I'm still not getting the ball enough. He's a fucking loser, dude. He is. He only cares about him. Yeah, you got your ring. All right, cool. Now just fade away. I don't care.
Fade away.
Well, he's
Wide
not going to
receivers
fade
do
away
that.
in your life because if they turn him to the
Patches.
Patriots. If you trade him to the Patriots, you're going to be seeing him twice a week,
Yeah.
twice a year.
Yeah, and I
can't even
think
speak.
I think that
This
he's
one-
going to cause issues there too.
This will haunt Timmy if he gets traded to the Patriots.
And goes off.
No, it will, but I also think that it's just going to follow how he's done it. He's going to have one great year, and then he's going to be like, "Hey, why do you keep throwing to that guy? I'm the guy." And then May is going to be like, "Well, actually, I know how to spread it out around the field," and then it's just going to be reading on the sideline all over again.
How was the Bills draft? I feel like no one's
Oh,
talking.
man, they didn't even draft till like 26.
I
Right?
know, like,
Didn't they not even have a first round pick?
they might not have. I'm just wondering because I don't know how long that window is going to be open for.
I don't really think so. I think there's like this little bit of a crack left.
Like the only thing keeping the window open is Josh Allen at this
Yep.
point,
100%.
and the running back James
James
Cook.
Cook.
But like,
Their shelf lives aren't going
Yeah.
to be long.
Yeah, no.
The Chiefs made a great trade. They got Mansour Delane from LSU. He's going to be very good for them.
yeah, we talked about it. The Chiefs have like a great front office.
Oh, yes.
They,
Yeah.
like I know they
But
missed the
According
playoffs,
to the
but-
fans, they don't.
No,
Yeah,
the-
like
the
that,
fans,
I
they're
think
the
that's
most-
why I brought it up because I was like, you guys are so spoiled. You have like one of the smartest front office,
Exactly.
and you're bitching because you
You
missed
didn't
the
get
playoffs
Brees
one
Hall.
year, and
And
you're
you
gonna
didn't get
bounce
Brees
back
Hall.
so hard
Right.
next year.
And then God forbid if you didn't get Brees Hall, who cares?
Yeah.
Because they didn't want to give up a third round pick. Again, running backs are easy to find. There's only maybe 3 that are worth
Dude,
the premium.
what, Brian? Did I not just
Did I
say
not
this
just say
literally
that
before?
20 minutes ago? Yes,
Okay.
I'm repeating
I
it.
feel like a mediator.
But you tried to
I was gonna
reword
say-
it so that it seems like you said it.
So what?
Plagiarism.
I didn't plagiarize.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to reiterate. Maybe someone jumped ahead.
They didn't hear you say that.
Maybe they missed that. Okay.
Then they hear George say, like, oh, he's got a good point.
Oh yeah, this guy, this one.
They're going to comment 7:59. Oh, I like that point, George.
Sure.
And then he's going to comment like, what the fuck?
George is gonna clip himself saying that and put it on like TikTok.
I'll clip both and we'll see which one gets more views. And then that's who's right.
All the comments are going to be, why doesn't the guy in the Nick jacket not say anything about football? He doesn't know what he's talking about.
He makes it like that sometimes.
But I think the NFC East is going to get a lot better overall.
Yeah,
Caleb
it's
Downs
concerning.
in Dallas and the
Yeah,
Giants did a great job.
Everyone in the
That's
NFC
annoying
East got
part. You're
better.
excited about the Giants and the
Yeah,
whole
you look
division
around the
gets
room, you
better.
say, oh, we're all
It
getting
always
better.
seems like it happens that way. Whenever the Giants are good, they never dominate the division. They just barely win it or
Yeah.
squeak in.
Yeah.
Like even both Super Bowl years, Dallas was by far the 1
13
seed.
and 3, yeah.
And
13
then
and 3, that's
the
it.
second year, they had a fight to the last week to get
Yeah,
in.
might have been like 4 of the last 5 games in
Mhm.
2011.
Those are the teams you have to watch out for, though.
Yeah,
Teams that
get
scrap,
hot late and then
scrap their way.
find their way in. It's exciting. I mean, I don't know how you feel. I'm sure you guys have talked about it. Coach Harbaugh being here. If that doesn't
Oh.
get you jacked up, I don't know what will.
That's exciting
it-
for even me.
Yeah, it's
I've been
so exciting.
complaining about it for years, and Nick knows we haven't had a coach with a winning resume in years.
Yeah,
This is
we try like the weird like this guy
Pat
might be like
Shermer.
a
Ben
Q-
McAdoo.
QB
whisperer.
whisperer, and this guy
Yeah.
might be a defensive
Judge,
word. Yeah, yeah.
Abel.
And it turns out none of them are. They're all not head coaches for a reason.
Yeah, there's a reason why. It's a very tough job. Only
And I
32 men
think
can do it, right?
Timmy and George both say this, but like some people are just destined to be coordinators.
OC or DC, yeah. I
Mhm.
agree. I can't wait to see what he implements. He's bringing in guys like Likely and Ricard. He's bringing in his own people for the coaching staff.
Who's
It is-
likely to New York?
God, one day I'm gonna just
We gotta have him
strangle
back
him
on.
for that. When we were talking about likely to the Giants, Peter was like, "Who's likely to New York?"
He's an idiot.
But,
Can't spell
yeah.
football.
but the Giants better be gritty. I feel like that's the identity they're trying to build.
Yeah.
So hopefully that.
I think they're going to be a run-heavy offense. I think they're going to do
Yeah.
heavy sets, double tight end sets. Like I said, Dart on the move.
How long
RPOs.
till MALIK Nabers?
I was gonna
fits
say
in?
I have a bad feeling Blade
Yeah.
Neighbors might not like how our offense
Yeah,
is run.
I agree.
He has an attitude.
He does.
Yeah, he's had.
He
that,
does.
dude.
Yeah, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, because we got some Malik Neighbors audio that we're gonna play later on. And it's
Remember,
bad.
like before the season started, it was after he got injured, and they were like, "What are you thinking about like next year?" You know,
I don't know.
so-
Like he said, like
yeah,
I don't
he's
know
like,
yet or
I don't
something."
know, man. If I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. If I'm not, I'm not. I'm like, what the hell is the matter with you, dude? Like, shouldn't you want to be like, I need to get back out there?
Yeah.
Like,
That's what we
maybe-
wanna
I
hear.
want to make up for
Maybe
lost
that's
time.
why they're trying to get Odell in here because he's been here and he went through that,
I
and
think
he's-
that would be a mistake.
and he's kind of like lived through the New York media, and he can teach him like, dude,
Right.
just
But this
do
is
this.
this
Yeah.
is a different era of New York media. It's Harbaugh.
The only thing I'd worry about with Odell if they brought him in is his knees and stuff have been pretty busted, right?
I don't think he would be starting.
Yeah,
a
I
lot.
think
He
he'd be
wouldn't
like a
be-
4 or 5
Yeah.
receiver on the depth chart. I mean, we got Mooney, who I'm actually really excited for. I think he's going to fit into Wandell's role pretty easily. And we
Mhm.
just drafted Fields. I mean,
He's the
I-
most recent receiver to get 1,000 yards on our team.
Wow, that's
One now.
That's
No, Mooney.
Mooney.
Oh,
We still have Hodgins,
oh.
right?
Yeah.
Mooney screwed me last year.
Don't know. I
Yeah.
mean, he had success with, suspect
Atlanta.
quarterback play with Atlanta.
And in
That's what I'm
Chicago.
saying.
And,
is-
in
And
Chicago,
Chicago,
before
yeah.
they had Caleb.
So I'm excited for him. I'm excited for the offense. I can't wait to see what we look like. But I do think that will become a problem. I mean, if we're winning games, I hope Neighbors doesn't fit into AJ Brown,
And
swallows his pride. Just
also-
say we're winning.
I'd
Play-
hope so.
Yeah.
All your front seven. Why last year it had to take 9 weeks for them to get all them on the field at the same time? Do you remember weeks like 1 to 5, Nick? They were like, oh, Abdul Carter's playing 50% of the snaps. Like
Yeah,
he's
that-
on a snap count.
this is like it was like I forgot what week it was, but it was like this is the first snap they've been on the field together. We're like, oh my
It's so
god,
stupid.
That's
Like,
the
what are you waiting
Giants
for?
thing.
It's like a pitch count thing, like you said. I can't wait. Arvell Reese think is going to be a game wrecker. Burns is going to have half the good of a season as it did last year. It's going to be awesome. I think
well,
Abdul's
actually,
gonna-
down the stretch, Abdul Carter was pretty good.
He
When
was
they actually
stepping it up.
started using him, like
Right.
properly.
Regularly, not 50% of the snaps. Stupidity. And KT.
When they got rid
he's
of
gotta show
our
up.
friend Thomas's favorite coordinator.
he was bad. He was a bad coordinator.
shown.
That was not
No,
exaggerated.
what's his freaking He complained about him every week. How do I forget his name? Oh my
Wink.
God.
Wink
Wink
Martindale?
Mar-
No, the
No,
other guy. He was after him. God, he was so awful.
he literally complains
says
about
he says the
every week.
name like 50 times in the chat.
Oh.
All right, Nick, look it up. What's your thoughts for this season for the Jets? You think they're
It's a gap
tanking
year.
for 1 year for the one pick?
I wouldn't even necessarily say tanking more than just like swallow my tongue here.
Shane Bowen.
Shane
Shane
Bowen.
Bowen,
I
yeah.
can't believe we forgot that name.
Yeah.
Maybe
Tom
it's because
played every
Thomas
week.
complained
Thomas,
so
yeah,
much.
he pushed it out of everybody's head. I think that it's a good opportunity for them to do some offensive experimenting. I think that Brees Hall needs to deal with the role that he's going to be given with the whole. If I hear again that, well, they're not giving me the ball enough, it's like, dude, this is your 5th offensive coordinator.
That's what I'm worried about with Neighbors. That's the exact wording I'm predicting him to bitch
I-
about.
It's gonna
I'm not
happen.
getting,
See,
I'm
that's
not
telling
getting
you.
the ball.
You
Yeah.
can tell the path he's going on. He's hanging out with Micah Parsons too much.
He's going on the pod. Is he going on his pod too much?
He was on some pod the other night during the draft with Parsons.
Yeah, that's when I was like, this kid's attitude is so like annoying.
Yeah.
What a little brat.
Actually, you know what? Let's
like
get that
play the
audio
clip.
going right now. Brian, throw on your headphones. This is 2 clips of Malik Neighbors during the draft. One is right before they were about to, they thought they were going to take Tyson, and then right Downs was taken. This is about Caleb Downs.
Caleb Downs pick. How does this make you feel that he's going to be on the Cowboys? I got to play against this thing again.
You call him a thing. He's so good, he's a
Bro,
thing.
he's good.
A
But
thing.
he's very good. He's very good. Bro, he's very good. We
So
all
now-
got him number one. He's very good.
So what do you...
He's very good if he didn't.
He's glazing.
Is he
him.
very good?
He's play the other one with the receiver. This one's great. He is ridiculous. He's
put
ridiculous.
him, you know, on side of me, yes. But you're basically going to pay him, you know, more than me,
Right,
and I'm your number one receiver.
right.
So that's basically
This is him
saying,
if they
okay,
drafted
cool.
Tyson.
Right. And here's what I'm getting. So you're basically gonna pay him more than me. Then after that, it's like you paid him, and I'm going on year 3. In 2 more years, he's gonna be in year 3, and I'm probably gonna be in contract. You're basically saying, okay, cool, we had our number one, but we already drafted the number one receiver at 5. We can just trade MALIK and just put him in the role. You
Is
feel
he
what I'm saying?
insane?
And then start over.
That's the
These
NFL
podcasts,
cycle.
these things are
Hey,
so.
They're
that's how it is, bro.
nuts.
Why can't you
Talk
just
about it.
shut your mouth?
Just play ball.
What
He's
the
one
hell's
of those
wrong
guys.
with him?
Yeah,
He's
he is.
one of those guys.
He is.
You going
So
to
I'm
Green
gonna.
He's bitching about getting a receiver that'll open up the field for him because he is going to get paid more. Hold on, we got one more funny one, but
Oh boy.
it's Arvell Reese. They asked him who's he excited to play
Oh,
for.
he has
play
no
that.
idea who's on the team.
Play this.
Who are you
Timmy will
looking
like
forward
this
to
one.
meeting
funny.
the most in the Giants?
Who I'm looking forward to meeting.
He's taking, I think he's taking an
Jackson
SAT
Dart,
question.
you know.
Jackson
Took 30
Dart.
seconds.
He had a point. He had a .4 GPA in high school.
It shows. Listen, but in his defense,
As long as he can win football
no,
games.
in
that's
his
it.
defense, I don't think he thought he was going to the Giants. I thought he was going to be taken before that. I think
Yeah,
he
because
thought
he was
that
probably
too.
like, "How the hell am I here?"
Yeah.
And when,
I think the same.
when it comes to Nabers, the word that comes to mind is just selfish. He's thinking about his position, who's he's going against, who's going to benefit him and the team. It's a team game.
Yeah,
How do we find all these receivers that just can't be
a lot
normal?
of divas.
feel
a lot of
like-
divas.
Why can't we find a
Because
Julio
that's-
Jones? Do you
That's
know
the
what he's?
position?
That-
Do you know what Julio Jones sounds like? No, because I've never heard him speak.
Because he's too busy running 200-yard receiving games.
Yes.
Yeah.
Casually.
Making tackles on plays that
Mm.
he fucked up.
Yeah.
We got guys
someone-
bringing guns to clubs and shooting themselves. We got
Oh,
guys who
God,
won't
it was
shut up and
20 years
and,
ago.
and proposes to the kicking
Still
net.
hurts. Still hurts.
I-
No, I know.
It's insane.
I could already.
You can put those on the ground. We're done.
George, I
Yeah.
traded for Plaxico Burress. Up top. Why would you do that, Andre? He's like amazing.
He trade raped you. What?
He
How
just-
many games is Plaxico Purris for? I don't know, but the Giants are. The answer is zero because he's in jail, you
Present.
moron.
You trade raped me.
Someone in the comment sections is definitely going to complain that you're picking on Neighbors and because you're white and he's not.
Oh yeah, probably.
It's a given at this
Yeah.
point.
Really?
Well, I mean, we've
yeah,
gotten that a few times.
It turns
We-
out,
we-
if you criticize people, it immediately is because of something outside of their athletic ability.
yeah.
It's never
So like,
it's never
we hate
'cause of what they
Shedeur
do.
Sanders because we're like the 2 most racist white people
Oh,
ever.
That's good to know.
Well, because he sucks.
Well, you
That's not what
didn't
the people-
you didn't
that's the
try to
whole-
dispute the bad claim there.
This is why I let George handle the internet stuff because I would just the comment section would be a war zone.
I do say, though, I am excited, and I do think Coach Harbaugh is going to put Neighbors in check and put him in his place. Say, listen, this is a team game. He wants people here that love football.
Or guess
that
what?
wanna
Just
win.
like Dexter Lawrence. See you later, brother.
That's what I was
Oh,
gonna say.
Hopefully, it doesn't get to that point. We don't want it to get to that point.
I did find the thing funny of Dexter Lawrence walking on the field for the first time, and people were like, "Does he think this is like Lambeau Field?"
Who day? He's an idiot. He's an idiot. He had a bad year, now he wants more money. And he's just, I'm glad he's gone. I really am. We can start fresh. We got our
Yeah,
Reese.
Do you
I'm
think?
excited.
Do you think he's gonna have a better year, or do you think it's gonna be a disaster?
It'll be better than this
Okay.
previous year. It won't be those historic years he
Oh,
had. What, in
absolutely not.
24?
Yeah.
What year would he just went off?
24, 23. But the
Yeah.
problem is their line isn't better. They still have to win. That's why I was so baffled by your Super Bowl pick last year. Because I'm like, Timmy, how are they going to make the Super Bowl when they have to win every game 55-50?
Right? It's true. Poor Joe Burrow, man.
Yeah.
He cannot
Yeah.
catch a break.
He's gonna hit the point where he's gonna be like,
It's going to be Stafford 2.0.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
do it.
He's going to
here.
get traded to a competent franchise and instantly be a Super Bowl
Some
contender.
people worried that he might be a Luck 2.0 and just be like,
Oh
"I
my
can't
God,
take
that'd
the
be so
beating
That'd be
anymore."
terror.
Like,
He's
that's
so fun to
sad.
watch.
My,
He's so good.
my body can't take it
He's
anymore.
made comments in press conference and post game like he's
I'm
like,
hurting.
this is hurting me.
Yeah,
Physically,
'cause you're
mentally.
protecting it.
You can't get killed every year and the team do nothing
Yeah.
about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some
That's-
people also forgot he tore his ACL in his rookie year also. Like, he's been hurting every single year the
I
second
think
he got
it's
to that
worse than a
franchise.
torn ACL. His leg went like backwards.
It's like they do everything but improve the
line.
offensive line. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
honestly.
we got you this new wide receiver, and we got you this.
We got you your best
defensive
friend.
lineman.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to be able to play 17 games.
I don't run my back every other
And also be able to walk by age 40.
Yeah.
Like,
that too.
But
I want a
he's-
future.
yeah.
He's the kind of player, though, he's not going to complain or create ruffles
Never.
about.
No, he's
Never.
not.
You bring in Dex Lawrence, that's awesome. But what about offense? What am I going to get protected by? Who is protected?
It's Dexter Lawrence.
And I'm
Yeah,
sure
honestly, we
that,
had to
yeah,
play on
Dexter
line.
Lawrence is going to play
Be
two
the first ever
positions,
two-way trench guy.
Yeah, they might need that.
honestly.
That's enough football for
Yeah.
today. As the jacket Timmy's wearing.
Yeah.
The Knicks are now down 2-1. Probably by the time this episode's out, they'll be down 3-1, but
maybe.
give or take, who knows? Who cares? We said it in August. Mike Brown's not him. He's not him. He was never him, and he never will be him. He's not the right coach if you want to build towards the Larry O'Brien.
He's too for the players. He's too much of a player's coach in the fact that I think here's the big issue. I think Brunson and Hart miss playing for Tibbs, and I think Cat loves playing for Mike Brown. And that's just my.
You and Cat's rivalry you guys need to get in the ring or something. Like
I wish.
he'd probably kill you.
Yeah, he would, but I would at least have that story in my back pocket.
Did you know I got into the ring with Carl Anthony Towns?
Yeah. Turns out
Why would he
he's-
slap you to
he's
death?
not as zesty as you think. No, but the not calling the timeout in game one.
That was baffling.
So then he tries to swing it in the post game, being like, "Oh well, like none of the guys knew that they had a timeout, and I thought it was best to just let them run with the play." I'm like, so why is Josh Hart looking at you on the sideline when he's holding the ball with 5 seconds? Like, okay, I guess we're doing this.
Also, one more thing. Mikael Bridges, if you're watching, all right,
Oh, boy.
elbows in, handle the ball, make sure it gets off your fingertips. That's how you shoot.
Yeah.
How you have get 0 points in 40 minutes?
0 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and I actually one of my friends at work, he's a Nets fan, and he said he was like, "Did we just like trade you a bag of wind or something?"
Yes!
Because I was like, "Yeah, pretty much."
And he's supposed to be our wing stopper, and he's not on the column for the last shot.
Yeah.
How?
That's
Why is McBride on him?
because Mike Brown was also being an idiot in the fact of like, because he benched him for a while. He did. There was no doubt about that. He was pissed off that he wasn't performing and he benched him, which is kind of what a coach should do. But I think that he's a lost cause. I think that if they lose this series, and honestly, even if they lose, if they make it through this series and lose next round, you have to start dishing out people.
This is also the scenario of I don't want to be right. I said in August they'd be first round exits. I don't want to be right. This is so pathetic. If they lose, Towns has got to be gone. Towns has got to be gone.
He's going to be first on the list to be shipped out.
I asked George the other day because I brought it up because you guys had the conversation about Bridges 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I was like, George, is this the worst trade in Knicks history? And he goes, Nick, I think it might be one of the worst trades in sports history.
It's pretty bad.
It will go down as top 5 worst of all
And-
time when it's said and done
And
because of just even if they get one elite player from those draft picks, just the fact
That's
that it
all
was
that matters.
5
5.
picks is
And-
crazy.
I have already said on previous episodes, I am someone in basketball terms, if you are in win now position, screw the draft picks. You got to get the guy who you think is going to bring you over the edge. But
He's not the guy.
he's not the guy
you over the edge.
where it's, and even if you look last year, it's like, okay, cool, bro. You had like
two good games.
great defensive stops. And all right, that call where OG like dished it to him and he like drilled it from 3 against the Celtics in game 2. Still love that. When am I going to get any other Mikal Bridges calls?
Never. Because he was averaging 6.6 for the last 4 months of
Also,
the
just
regular
looks
season.
scared out there, where it's like he gives up halfway.
It's like the first round picks are in his brain.
Yeah,
He knows it. He's like, oh,
Exactly.
I got to get 6 points or else I'm averaging less than my picks.
Mhm.
I just want to say one thing. I'm not a big Knick guy, not a big basketball guy. I do watch the playoffs. Knick basketball is very exciting, especially in the playoffs. But I do want to say, I feel when an organization reaches that peak of basically ECF, and the championship game or bust.
Mhm.
And that's where the Knicks are. I think that's where their threshold has become. The
Definitely.
Brunson for the Knicks, the McDavid for the Oilers, the Allen for the Bills, Judge for the Yankees. We all know about. When you get to that threshold and you can't break through, there's a lot of pressure on the organization. And you
Yes.
do things that I think are irrational, like getting Cat for 5 draft picks. And it becomes this
Mikal.
excuse me. It becomes this timetable of the clock is ticking. What is Brunson, 29? I know he's got a lot of good basketball left. He's late.
29, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
something like that.
They're all thinking about that in the back of their heads, the players, the organization, the coach. I do think that puts a lot of unwanted pressure. And then you're saying, let's clean up, let's get rid of this guy, let's get rid of that guy. But then that window's almost gone. And then we're not talking about, let's get to the last round of the playoffs. Let's just, I don't know, it's kind of like resetting, but it's hard to reset.
Yeah.
with a
The
guy like
worst
Brunson.
part
They're
is-
that deep also.
When
the
you're-
worst
yes,
part
you're
is
so
one of
deep
our
into it.
one of our most reliable players is not playing well at all, and that's Josh Hart. We're used to him getting his Draymond Green triple doubles,
Exactly.
playing very well,
The
and
Draymond.
playing hustled ball, and he just hasn't been at this series at
I
all.
think also the fact that for most of the year they weren't guarding Hart on the perimeter, and then when he started hitting threes, they started guarding Hart, and I was a little disappointed the other night because I'm watching his signature going coast to coast through the paint and everything. And it almost looked like he gave up a little bit or was scared to go up against friggin' what's his name? Kuminga.
The cum
And-
bucket.
What is that?
The cum bucket.
Yes.
That's actually what people. I remember Ryan telling us that's actually a nickname he got on Golden
That
State.
checks out. That's what Ryan.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Ryan
like
would know one of
Golden
those
State fans.
things. Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think they'll still win this series. I just think that if they face the Celtics next round, which they most likely
They're going to
do,
get obliterated.
it's going to be
And that doubt's already
Ugly.
creeping in.
mhm.
It really. Let me ask you guys though, at the beginning of the season, as diehard Knicks fans, what was your floor? What was your expectation, your bare minimum for the Knicks for this season?
They need
finals.
to be finals.
Finals.
They
Yeah.
need to
Appearance?
at the very least make the
You
finals.
were in the Eastern Conference Final. You went 6 games against a team you should have beat. You need to be in the finals the next year because the Celtics weren't even supposed to be this good.
Yeah.
They had a
Exactly.
year where the Celtics were supposed to be a little bit less.
The
and
Pacers
the
were
Pacers
supposed to
were
be
going to miss
nothing.
Halliburton the entire year, and they didn't even make the playoffs. What team in the East was really going to challenge you? Cleveland wasn't going to challenge us.
No.
Cleveland's a joke.
We knew Detroit was going to be.
But Detroit was the only
Right.
problem, and
Yeah.
they're fighting out with the Magic right now.
I know. It's kind of funny, actually,
I know.
that they haven't just completely blown through them.
Experience, man. It's all about playoff experience.
I know, but it's not like the Magic have the most of it either.
I know, but it gets to the point where Celtics, who no matter who they're going to face, they've done it already. They've won.
Yes, I
Any
know. that
series, they
does.
could be down 3-1 in any series. They could still come
Yeah,
back.
they know how to condition
because
themselves
they've won.
correctly.
They know how to play 7-game series throughout the entire playoffs. Pistons last year, they were out in freaking 6 games. They were
Yeah.
done. And this core's only had 1 year of playoff experience, and they barely did anything. So they got to get through their hardships and stuff like that.
Knicks lose tonight, it's over. Game 4, they lose, it's over.
I think then if they lose tonight, they'll probably win at home to make us think they
Yeah.
might do it, and then they'll lose in game 6.
Yeah, probably.
But I think they got to come out and blow them out.
Yeah,
right?
no, they need to.
They need a
Statement win.
20-point victory,
Statement win.
like when they played the Bulls the other night when they were up 27-2 in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
They need something like that, where
That
the
was-
crowd's out of it, game's over by halftime.
Right. You put in your bench players, it's just a
Yes.
formality, get through the game.
The Knicks also have this really big tendency to have the most gut-wrenching losses.
Mm-hmm.
Like
New York teams have that
Yeah,
tendency of
oh
having the
God.
most government.
Giants did it,
is-
like 5
that
times
is-
this
that
past
is
season?
true,
Yep.
yeah.
The New York teams are just immune to not giving us heart attacks.
My father-in-law always says NY next year. NY, whatever. Shout out to Sal, I love you. NY next year, man.
Yeah.
That's what we become.
You know what the
Pretty
Brooklyn
much.
Dodgers motto was? Wait till next year,
Wait.
because they lost in the World Series so many times.
Well, that worked out for them. They actually had a next year. Like they eventually.
when they did for a time.
They lost to the Yankees in the World Series, I think, like 7 times or 6 times. And they
Mm.
only won once against them.
Yeah. It's
I just got to reiterate, as someone that's openly much more into hockey and hockey playoffs, and the Knicks being in the playoffs is exciting. Like
Oh,
Madison
yes.
Square Garden and
Yeah.
the vibe and the energy. And I know there's a lot of crazy people out there at the Garden, the wins and losses, they're out there like having a mosh pit. It is fun. It is cool to see.
I just wish it wasn't so expensive to go.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
insane.
it's
it's
ridiculous.
disgusting.
It is.
We complain about the WrestleMania tickets.
MSG's tickets are disgustingly bad too.
Now,
Even for like a
If
I
I
want
wanna see
regular
like
season
Rangers-
a regular
is the
season,
Rangers just as bad as the Knicks?
not this year, but in general,
Like price
yes.
wise.
they're pretty bad
Yeah.
still.
Yeah,
As-
it's MSG in
Yeah.
general.
Right.
It's just a corporate slop fest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If I wanted to go to Knicks Pacers because it's a great matchup, it's like $180 for the top deck.
Yeah,
Who
Right.
wants to do that?
No.
it wasn't even going to be a great matchup this year anyway. Really.
I know it's just still the rivalry.
Yeah.
They lost one at times.
Yeah, actually, you're right. They did.
It's a shame.
Before we get to hockey, I just want to say, I know I said I hate being right when it comes to the Knicks stuff, but I love being right about a snake, a cupcake, a fraud.
A cupcake.
Kevin Durant is the
Uh.
biggest fraud in sports history.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant, he knows he's not him. He will never be him. He will never be the top guy in any team ever. He needed the 73-9 Warriors to ever win a ring, and I love it so much that he's down 3-0 to the Lakers.
It's so
LeBron always suns him. Even LeBron's son,
Son.
his excrete from his penis
excrete.
was alley-ooping on him. It's embarrassing, bro.
What did Vince McMahon used to say about Shade?
The product of my semen. It's
The genetic
embarrassing, bro.
jackhammer.
Talk about the KD files being right. That team is a joke. I saw a tweet. Alfred Seguin plays like he has tits. like he runs around like his butt's out and his chest is forward. Like that team is hilarious. The Lakers. We had the show with Cam. I said he goes, "Give me a fraud in the East, give me a fraud in the West." I said, "Cavs, Rockets by far. Rockets will get embarrassed this series because the Lakers with LeBron always suns KD. The only time KD ever took it to LeBron is when they had to worry about Steph, Clay, Draymond, and everyone else. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, we're not in disagreement at all. We all hate Kevin Durant.
I don't hate him.
I do.
I just think he's kind of whiny and annoying.
Kevin can't do it by himself.
He ruined the Suns. He ruined the Thunder. Thank God the Thunder's front office was smart enough to fix it.
He won for the United States, though.
He ruined the Nets.
Did more than ruin
Nick
the
dropping in
Nets.
some positive. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah, he's like that video of the guy holding the fingers under the dresser as they're pulling it
He's
in.
doing all the
That's
work.
him on USA.
That's almost any basketball player on Team USA.
I know Steph Curry.
I have not watched much basketball. Usually I watch basketball playoffs, but I have not turned it on.
It's unwatchable besides last night. Last night actually had two great games. I was going to say it because that was one of the next topics, how unwatchable the entire NBA playoffs has been, besides last night, obviously.
Yeah.
Shy is... Dude, I do this like a broken record every week. I can't watch this team anymore.
Me and some of the guys at FedEx were just saying that too. We were like, it's the constant you see like on Twitter, him taking a charge and somebody quoting like, "This is your MVP," and it's
Dude,
just so
game
true.
one, he had 25 points with 17 free throws. That's not basketball.
No, it's not. And the thing is, like I've said before, he would still be a good player. He would be a really good player. But now he has in his head, I can avoid having to really work or injure myself by just drawing all these fouls.
He's a cornball. He's a cornball.
And I can tell you what, when it gets time to pay all those guys on Oklahoma City, he is going to be the last one on their list.
I don't know about that. That's crazy to
think
say.
so.
He's MVP.
Yeah,
Back-to-back years.
Chet Holmgren. What's the other guy's name?
I feel like he'd be the highest paid.
Yeah, he'd
player.
be the highest paid player. What kind of a statement is that?
You think he'd be the highest paid player? You don't think that they'd be like,
Why would they?
Why would they
why
not
they look at an MVP and a guy who just won you your first ring in the face of your franchise?
to not be his
Regardless-
highest paid
Regardless
player?
of how you feel about the way he plays, he's getting you results. They're gonna make him.
Yeah, we make fun of his free throws.
franchise.
He's the equivalent of the Jalen Hurts tush push. He literally is.
yeah, actually,
Don't get him
you're right.
started with that. He'll just go off.
Is it not? Is it not?
M-I-C-K-E-Y.
You get him.
Every
You get
week.
to 4th and 1.
Every
It's an
week.
automatic first down. You get him to the free throw line. It's automatic 2 points. It's the same thing.
You don't like it? Stop it.
Would you like a cookie? Would you like a falcon? Same difference.
Foul merchants, 4th and 1 merchants. I know.
Same shit every year.
Yeah.
Well, I'm done. I'm done with the NBA. I don't care anymore. Knicks, you better freaking win tonight. End of story.
George is going to cap that to make me look like the biggest idiot.
Oh, 100%.
This is honest.
NHL playoffs has been great.
Has been.
Oh my God. Even without any of the New York teams, I'm sorry about the Islanders.
Oh,
Horrific collapse.
breaking my heart.
Can we rate that in the last 20 years, New York collapses. You think that's top 3?
Along with the Mets of, was it last year?
Last
And
year.
07.
I would say the
and
Mets.
07.
I would say the Islanders of
That's
this
got to
year.
be top 3 in
It
the
was-
last 20 years.
I was ready to buy my tickets. I was
Yep.
to my
We
fiance.
all
I'm
were.
like,
We were
you
all
took your
in.
selfie with Anders
took
Lee.
I met Anders Lee. Shout out to Anders Lee, man. You didn't come back. I said, dude,
He
I
probably
would've
was in the
playoff
locker room
run.
every night like that fucking blonde
that,
kid.
that loser did.
Yeah.
I took a picture of him outside the Ralph Lauren store in the city, and I was so hyped. I had my Schaefer jersey. I'm telling my fiance, we're going to the playoffs. We'll probably lose to Carolina in 6.
And the worst
in the
part
first
is,
round of Pittsburgh.
the worst part is your fiance is so genuine and like doesn't watch sports, but then she probably was asking you like, so when's the playoffs? Like,
we're not going.
We're not going. We didn't make it.
like we didn't make it.
And then she's like, oh, we saved a few $100s. I'm like, yeah, my sanity's gone though. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. It gets me excited.
So I don't think it was like a massive collapse. Like, cause what did they finish with? Like,
No, they actually had a good season. And if they were in other divisions, they're in the playoffs, but they were losing like out of 10 games, they were losing like 7 of them.
Yeah,
and they was just like,
and they were like all at home. too.
yeah. Oh my
They
gosh.
were
I think
all at-
their last like 8 games, like 6 were at home,
Mm-hmm.
and they just found ways to lose, new ways to lose. And I'm like, who
Always.
is this team? Sorokin really underperformed, and I'm not
He
blaming
was
him. but
gassed.
he was done. He
we
doesn't
rode him
belong.
all season.
We did. Offensively, guys like Horvat and Barzal got quiet. Schaefer can't do it all. I mean,
Exactly. I mean, not only that,
He's just a rookie.
he is.
I'm
Yeah.
going to say something, and I don't know if it'll anger you, but I don't think Barzell is the guy everyone thought he was going to
No,
be.
I
No,
agree with that.
I've realized that for
I
the
agree.
past 2
Like,
years.
he's a good player, but he's not
No,
an
'cause-
elite
no.
player.
What he'll
I
want to
agree.
do is skate for 20
Yeah.
seconds of the power play by himself, doing some crazy twisting shit
He also,
and not actually trying to put it on net.
yeah, I was gonna say he has a refusal to shoot the puck. That's
Yeah.
insanity because he has a good shot.
Yeah, it's really hard to watch. Even back when we were in our back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals appearances, I mean, our power play was abysmal.
Has your
Yeah.
power play ever been good in your
Not that
lifetime?
I can
No.
recall.
No.
I'll be honest.
Maybe for like 2 months this
Yep.
year.
At least you guys got an actual NHL coach out of this. Now
That's true.
the timing was
Idiotic.
The worst time
It
I've ever
was the
seen.
there was no point in
Yeah, like that was gonna
Yeah.
fire them up the last 2 games of
Yeah.
the season.
Oh my God, we have to win the last 4 games. It's
I-
going to help so
Yeah,
much.
we brought in Gordon Bombay,
Yeah.
guys.
I do think Patrick Waugh is not an NHL coach. I don't think he's ever.
He thought they were the
proven-
Mighty
I
Ducks.
agree.
They could bring in a new
He's
coach
had-
halfway through.
Yeah,
God, just
seriously.
just made that
39.
joke like
Yeah.
18 million times post Patrick Waugh getting fired. Shut up.
Emilio Estevez, man, he could do it. He could work magic on us.
Yeah. So I
I saw a thing. He's the worst coach of all time, and I think so too. Like in the second movie where they had him playing with the beach ball the night before the biggest game ever.
What about the Goldberg was playing the whole time, but they have this girl that's like
That's
one of the
insane.
best goalies in the country.
Yeah.
He puts her in
Put her in for
goals.
one save.
Yeah. In like a shootout save.
Also, what about when it was during the shootout and he caught the puck and the crowd's waiting for her to see? But
Yeah.
it's like you can look into
What do
the
you think
net.
it is? I know. Looking back on childhood movies like that, which are awesome movies, I would never knock them.
Yeah.
Like even the knuckle puck thing, the guy, remember he was the goalie? He was disguised as the goalie, which I'm pretty sure is illegal. It has to be
Yeah,
illegal.
back up
Yeah.
a little bit, because you're my
And
camera.
he, sorry.
You're good.
And he, comes out from the crease.
It's knuckle puck time.
Takes it off.
The goalie.
Who just stares at him, and the ice and coach is just screaming, he knuckle and just whizzes it from center ice. I'm like, dude, what are we watching?
They did an illegal substitution, illegal jersey swap.
Gives him a new stick.
Freaking
Mid-play.
Keenan Thompson is out there just new stick in goalie pads. How did they switch goalie pads that fast?
It was like a 30-second timeout on the TV international champion.
And how did they hide it? They didn't see him like shifting into gear on the bench or something.
Gotta love those movies. Gotta love them.
Oh my
No, but yeah, the Islanders were
Yeah.
disappointing.
It was a very, very
I
disappointing.
think another mistake they made was going all in. Like I get they thought
Like that they thought they were going to win the Stanley Cup by trading for Shen.
Well, Shen was the move was a little bit of an overpay, but like at least he was productive.
Mm.
Plot did as much of nothing as
Yeah.
he did on the Devils.
Didn't
Yeah.
he play? I
Notice
think
how
our
the
first
Devils got
game-
better when he left.
Yeah, our first game, Plot's first game, excuse me, I think was against the Devils, and he had a goal.
He
Or,
had,
like, a couple points.
he had a good like first 2 games, and then he
And-
went back.
Yeah,
to,
being how he was. I was so hyped up. We have our Islander chant. I was so excited, and they tried making
Shafe
moves.
Daddy.
And Schaefer Daddy, he couldn't do it, and it's just, I'm excited for next year. I'm excited for our future. but
Yeah. Well,
It was a very disappointing end to this season.
we'll actually have to go to a game.
Yeah, we will.
All right,
Not
To
just
win this
bank
year.
on the playoffs.
Let's get back to the teams that are still playing.
the
now.
playoffs.
Sorry.
Out of all the teams left, who do you think's who's looked the best so far and who's looked the worst?
You want to go first?
I think that so far, it's tough for me to say because it's not that I haven't watched, but I was really
It's
liking
not like it's your job or anything.
Dude, shut up.
Taking shots at the manhood.
Just go. Go.
Okay. Dallas. I like the way that they've been playing. And in the East, I mean, Philly looks really good. I just don't think they're going to go anywhere past the
No.
second round.
I think they just look good because of who they're playing.
Yeah,
I
that's
agree.
basically it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Penguins are my worst. The Penguins look every key player looks frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
Senators look lost, but I think it's just a fact of Carolina is just that good.
Carolina
always-
is
They'll make
they're
it to the Eastern Conference
they're a freaking
Finals, and then
machine,
they'll
man.
get
They are.
swept.
They've been a machine.
The way they play
Yes,
is
how long?
such because they don't have like a superstar like McDavid, but they just
No.
have guys that just they're like the
Following these
type of team
guys.
like they'll pass the puck, they'll know who's going to be there without even
Yes.
looking.
They're a
I
machine. I agree.
actually have them winning the cup this year.
I have them losing. in the
I have
finals.
them going to the finals
Sam. I have them losing to Colorado.
against Dallas.
As boring as that
So
sounds.
I think the Canes are very well coached
Mm.
and very good. Their lack of an elite forward does concern me though, because like I feel like it always rears its head at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Yeah, every
That
time they
being
play
said,
the
I think
Rangers
this-
or the Panthers.
I think the Sens kind of lack depth. Like Kachuk hasn't done anything, and
Yeah.
it shows.
Yeah.
Their team is offensively, and because they're actually one of the best defensive teams in the league, and
Mm.
they've kept the Canes relatively quiet, but like they're losing games like 2-1.
Yeah. A team I really like and a series I really like, Canadians Lightning. I
Ooh, man.
really like Montreal. I think they're
I
a
love
sleeper team.
I love watching the Habs.
I mean,
they're-
it's hard to not
and
enjoy a
They're
Montreal game.
they're
with Toronto.
scrappy, young,
They are.
phenomenal team,
They're-
man.
I think all their games have gone to overtime, if I'm correct.
Yes.
They have been
I'm-
fun games to
I'm
watch.
such-
And it's
I'm
we
such-
complained about this before this playoff started. This is a series that should be like later in the playoffs,
Yeah.
based on how this dumb, stupid
Oh,
seeding is.
seeding-
It
ridiculous.
needs to go back to 1-8.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
1-8-2-7 is so much. Yeah.
Want to
And
know?
not the stupid play-in crap that the
Oh, but
NBA
the
does.
NBA, I don't know.
Don't even get me started. 20 to 30 teams making it. Wow. Like
It gets
Congrats.
ridiculous. I mean, Carolina's always a team to reckon with, and I think early on they really flexed their muscles, but then later in the playoffs
They
they
start
kind
to
of-
wear
they hit
down.
that
Vegas
level, like you
is
said.
struggling. I thought they'd be a lot better. They do not look good.
Yeah, I love it. That's to Andrew. I really hope they lose.
I really hope they lose.
He had his little night sweatshirt on yesterday, and I saw him, and he's like, "Why isn't the game on here?" I'm like, "Well, they're playing 3,000 miles, so why would they have them on here in New York? Because nobody cares." So,
Where were
Yeah,
you? Was
why
that
not?
Mark?
I don't think there's
Oh.
Utah
Yeah.
Vegas fans here.
yeah. Hope I don't offend any. Yeah.
It's not even a bar. You're
Yeah.
fucking bold.
Yeah.
Sir, can you put on the Utah Vegas game?
The
Like
who?
he'd just
The
be like
what?
the who?
Yeah.
Utah, good for them.
Oh, I
'Cause-
love
Yeah.
their team, their core.
So I was talking about this last night with Peter, and I said, imagine the Coyotes just had a good owner, because they had a great front office that was building at this for years,
Mm.
and now all of a sudden it's coming through, and all you had to do is spend a little money
Yeah.
and actually like
crazy
give them
concept.
a home.
Right.
Like now they have a good practice facility, they have a permanent home, they're getting a better arena, I think, or an arena upgrade,
Mm-hmm.
and like the owner's like, yeah, I actually want to win.
Right.
And the other guy was trying to find like a way to get his casinos in Arizona
Yeah.
to profit. And
Make
he's
some
like, oh
money.
yeah, by the way, we're meeting with this town and they don't want us, but we're gonna try to build an arena there anyway. And I feel bad for the fans. I know there's a joke that there's no fans there, but it's because the team and never had a future.
Right.
Like-
There's no marketing. There's no building them up.
Yeah, I
When they
was
were in
gonna
the-
say,
They,
where
really-
was the
they did
marketing
ruin
for
one of
it?
the coolest logos in sports,
Oh, the
though.
Yotes?
That
That was
Yotes
great.
logo is
Yeah.
elite.
Yeah, it was awesome.
But they were a joke. I mean, every time the Islanders played,
Always.
I'm like, let's go to the Coliseum.
Go Yotes,
Yeah.
$10.
I want to
So
see
go,
Islanders win like
let's
6.
go watch two idiots play each other.
The thing with them is like if you just held out and wait, they were drafting a really good core,
Mm.
which is now showing up. It's just showing up
Yeah.
in Utah.
Cooley, Gunther.
Gunther has one of the.
Whew.
He reminds me of Ovechkin. His shot.
Dude, his
I'm
shot's
not even
ridiculous,
exaggerating.
man.
It's
Yeah.
he could score from like outside.
And he's only like
dashes.
22, right?
Yeah, he's young.
He-
They're a lot of them are young. They
Cooley's
add-
20.
They added some veterans, which was a good idea because that's what the Islanders were trying to do. Except
Mhm.
the Islanders
Didn't do it well.
didn't add the right veterans. I should
Right.
say Shen was good, but Palat was a
Bad
waste
signing.
of time. Susie was an awful trade.
Mhm.
Don't know why you gave us a third for that. I'm
I think
sorry.
we were scared. I mean, Romanov was out.
Everybody was panicking.
We were panicking. We were trying to win now, and
They
let's
knew,
make a deep
and
run.
also, yeah, it was that they're like, wow, can we actually make a run in the playoffs? Like,
And
we
our
don't
defense.
want to waste this opportunity.
Yeah, I think besides Schaefer, Pulak, Pellick, Mayfield. I mean, Mayfield's not a surprise, but Pulak
Yeah.
and Pellick underperforming.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just
You didn't hear Pulak for a while. You
yeah.
didn't hear his name.
Well, I know a team after watching in the playoffs, I don't think is going to go that far. The Avs.
You
Not
think?
that okay, so they're up 3-0, but like every time they get to the playoffs, they all of a sudden don't look as electric as they did.
Yeah.
In the regular season.
And it's not because they're all of a sudden playing shutdown defense. It's just all of a sudden they can't like score as much.
The only
Yeah.
time they did look like how they look in the regular season
2022.
is 2022, and they won it all.
Yeah.
Like I'm genuinely I have it in my bracket. I'm genuinely convinced either the Wild or
Dallas are going to beat
Stars will
them.
knock
could
them
see
out.
Dallas.
Dallas,
I think it's gonna be
Dallas.
Dallas.
Dallas owns them for some reason,
They do.
and the problem is the Oilers own them. So if it's Oilers Dallas in the conference final again,
And-
it's going to be a problem.
And if any
Yeah.
Avs fans do watch us, don't tell me you're up 3-0 because you're up 3-0 on a team that wouldn't have made the playoffs any other year.
It's true.
Like you had
Very true.
2 more wins than the New York Rangers, and you got in the playoffs.
So if you're
you can
commenting-
catch me, or you could give me a break there.
Yeah.
Well said, Nick.
Did you guys know too? Speaking of Edmonton, I mean, McDavid just got his first point
I know.
in their loss. I think 7-4.
Edmonton,
They are just
Edmonton's defense and goaltending is so
oh my
bad.
gosh.
The Ducks' defense and goaltending is not great either.
Right, but they look
I
great
was gonna
against
say,
Edmonton.
it shouldn't be looking this good
Yeah.
against the team that is Edmonton.
Edmonton could still win.
He's not going to win a
They
cup
could.
there.
It's gonna. I hate to say it. I don't think he is.
He needs to go somewhere
He's
else.
not going to win a cup unless management. Unless ownership realizes they actually need a good general manager,
Mhm.
which they don't have.
Mhm.
Because if you saw the moves they made at the deadline, they got Jason Dickinson, who's a defensive forward. Colton Dock. Does anyone know who that
I don't
is?
actually know who that is.
No. No.
Ask
There
the
you go.
comments. You know Colton Dock. I don't think Colton Dock knows who he is.
He's
Yeah.
like a 20
Dotson. We
he's
got
like
Dotson
a
over here.
24-year-old guy that never broke out into what he's supposed to be. That's the
Defensive?
other guy they got. He's a forward.
Mm.
And I think he's playing on the third or fourth line.
What were your thoughts on that Yari Skinner swap? I mean, talk about swapping
Jari?
a piece of plastic for a piece of poop. I don't
They
even know.
okay, so if you look at it in the grand scheme of things, it is such a good trade for the Penguins because they got Skinner, who performed better than Jari.
Yeah.
They got rid of one of the worst contracts in the league, and they got a pick for it. And the Penguins were playing with house money. It didn't matter if they made the playoffs. They're looking towards the future. The playoffs is just I know they're getting smoked,
Right.
but like they weren't even expected to make the playoffs. But they
Sure.
they
But
all
the Islanders let them.
they all of a sudden
Thanks for
have
having
like
us.
a gluttony of picks
Yeah.
just ready to go. They're going to be
Playing with house
scary.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like them making the playoffs with this core was just kind of an extra bonus, but they're setting themselves up nicely, and it's because of trades like that. And the Oilers got shit out of it. He's a backup on a team with not even a legitimate starter.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
It's a
wasting his
shame.
career.
They are.
It's
But-
like what we said about Burrow
I was
and
just
Allen.
going to say Joe Burrow. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a shame.
And he did the thing where he didn't get a pay raise at all. He took the same exact pay grade
He's not going to put
with a rising
got
cap to help
Yeah.
them, and they're like, here, Tristan Jari for $5 million.
I got a great stat to end us off on. The Oilers were the first team in NHL history to not get a single win without a McDavid point in that game.
Wow.
That's disgusting.
That is.
That's
Mhm.
actually kind of scary.
What's the stat?
They were the first team in NHL history that none of their wins were without a McDavid point.
I mean, it makes sense you saying it out loud, but that's just
to that
crazy to
extent,
think
all
about.
whatever, what do they have? 50-something wins or 48 wins? That many wins without, and you couldn't get one without him not doing anything.
Yeah.
They did get one in the playoffs without him getting a
Oh wow!
Right.
the first
Because they
game,
just
I
he
think.
got his first point in game 3,
Yep.
which
Yeah.
they lost. But yeah.
Draisaitl
So
hasn't
you're-
done shit either. Draisaitl's been so quiet.
No.
Your
I know he's
whole
coming back
point
from
is-
injury, but still.
Yeah.
He
whole
has a
point
few-
is
he has a few
dismissed, George.
assists, but he looks kind of like Draisaitl.
Well, he's always been a lazy player. We
Yeah,
always
I was
say
gonna
this.
say
Yeah.
he doesn't like he
He's
kinda,
slouchy.
He plays like Jokic.
he kind of plays like he gets like pissed off too much, and then it shows in his body language.
Kind of like Jokic at times.
Yeah,
must
Germans get angry fast.
Eastern Europeans.
Jokic is Serbian.
Well, I was talking about Draisaitl.
Oh, I mean, I just was like,
Well, Jokic has his horses on his mind. He cares more about his horses. Do you know about that?
No.
Yeah.
When he won the finals, he goes, "I don't care. I'm just happy to go back to my horses." He has horses in like Serbia.
He owns
races.
like
Horses
horses.
are cool.
And then all
yeah,
like
no,
NBA
he's
fans
an
got
awesome
mad.
guy.
Like all the NBA fans were we just
Bugging
let
out.
the guy who cares more about horses win the
Yeah,
finals.
right.
I always see the jokes that, you know, the commercial with LeBron talking to his younger self,
Yeah.
and it's always like, oh, if you meet a kid, tell in Serbia, tell him to stick to his horses.
That's funny.
Oh
Tell him to stick to horse keeping.
Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, and there will be that next time. This is George from Valley Sports Pod giving you 189 Dive. That's a wrap. Thank you, Bryan, for coming on.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank you guys for having me. I loved it. Love VSP. Appreciate all of you guys.
It's been a show and a half, let me tell you. The Yankees are starting to heat up. We will get back to them next week. I have a great segment ready for them. They won again last night. Anything left on the table, Bryan, you want to give to the audience before we go?
I want to give a shout out to my Yanks. Was that 7 or 8 in a row? And the Carlos Mendoza Mets are
Hopefully.
snooze fest.
Mhm.
Hopefully it's just that. Hopefully
As
it's that.
expected.
Yeah, the Mets are struggling against the Rockies right now, so
Yeah.
that's where they're at.
They end up winning.
I've given up,
The
but
Mets, no.
No, they lost.
Nope, I got my loss from Freddie Peralta.
For giving up what, 2? Did he give up 2 or did he?
He
end up
gave up
more.
2, and then they gave up more. Yeah, I think they lost like 4-3 or something like that.
yeah.
But, Timmy, give it to me one more time.
Nick, flip that switch.